VOD review, or not really review, but just VOD overview. I just want to show two games from a stream from I think 2 days ago, a few days ago. But these are just two games that I'm really happy about, and I just want to show them as a compilation. I'll slow it down when it becomes a bit more relevant, but the first game is TVP, the next game is TVC. And they were both played on the same day, I believe. Roughly within an hour of each other. I play my normal 2-gas opener and have my proxy scouter SCV out. My first Reaper comes in, just sees the Nexus, the Cybercore, and the Gateway. I do see the other pylon, but I don't know if the tech is at home. So we have to be a bit cautious. But we think, because we see the Nexus, we think it is. Because we don't think you can have anything else. We just double check again for the proxies, if it's actually happening. But after seeing the Nexus and the Stalkers, we know that it should be home. And we see that amount of units, so we know there could be a push coming now.
Add-on complete. We finished that add-on. Nice. Your command center upgrade is complete. Ready to roll out. Add-on complete. SCV ready. Gateway coming through. SCV ready. SCV ready. We finished that.
This is how I know something's up, knowing that he has this amount on the map.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Gateway coming through. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. This better be good. Want a piece of me, boy? Research.
Right now the upgrade stand is I have stim and I'm not... I don't have my e-base yet, so...
SCV ready.
Or I think I have one, yeah.
Go, go, go.
And now I think I can push because I have stim. And +1 coming up.
Ready for dust off.
We do see a third as well.
Additional supply depots are required.
Somebody get me out of this mess. Ready for dust off.
And now we see that his army is just charge lots. This force field kinda helps and hurts him at the same time. But unfortunately he has a bit too much here.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Ready for dust off.
Your command center. The minerals have up. Mineral field depleted. The minerals have up and gone. Admiral. Upgrade.
And now we see the third, knowing how much saturation it has, and also knowing where he could be in terms of army and economy.
Mineral field depleted.
Somebody get me out of this mess. Ready for dust off.
We finished that add-on. Nice. Upgrade complete. Your upgrade is done. Landing sequence interrupted.
This better be good.
The
This
mineral
is where I know that the army could actually straight up kill me if I fail, because there isn't a lot of splash damage outside of High Templars, but he can still walk over me if I do this wrong. Because if I don't hit the right EMPs, like the shred on the shields is good, but the EMPs on the High Templar is what we need to win this. Because without the storm, he actually has no splash damage.
Yeah, upgrade complete. Hey, we finished that phase. Nice. Our SCVs
And me moving on to a fourth is also really important. And he's trying to play the multi-prong game of having two armies at once moving on the map.
base is under attack. We finished that. Nice.
He does kind of mess this up though, because he doesn't actually attack me while doing this, when he should have. But yeah.
The assault.
But he should have tried that, but I think he would have... I do think he could have definitely killed me if he had done that properly. I see him coming back as well.
The minerals.
I don't think I fully noticed it.
SCVs. Base is under attack.
And again, he does this charge lot warp-in scenario, but he's not attacking with it. He's not forcing me to split my army around, which is actually not a good thing for him. Because you're not forcing anything in terms of the multitasking.
Finish that. Unacceptable build location.
And we see him trying to take the rocks down here, so we know what he's trying to do. He uses the High Templar's feedback on the ghost to try to get rid of the MPs. I get one off, but it's not quite the one we need until right there when we get it. So he tries to morph Archons to save him, but it doesn't help. Because the Archons obviously don't move.
Command center got better.
And now we see that he has almost nothing else. He is gonna have two High Templar right there, which I don't think I fully see. Nope. But I kind of just walked through the storm. You're not supposed to do this. It's not advised. But because I have 3-3, I somewhat know the mental math to this. But this is a mental math that I'm not ready to see. Because full charge lots are not... the full count is not good. So again, he's trying to take this barricade down to try to
The minerals have
force a frontal fight. But again, I'm just kiting. That's all I have to do here. Because I'm full ranged and he's full melee. I'm starting also to get into Liberator production. I think I'm missing Lib range right now. I don't remember. And as you can see, I actually don't notice this again, but there is something in the main again. There's something close to the main. I don't think there's any units. I think it's just a prism. And I see he's trying to take that base, so I'm trying to move around him to see if I can outmaneuver him. I just go for this Nexus knowing this is kind of in the open. We see more, yeah, High Templar, so we just back away from the storm again. We're trying to make it so it can clip us, but we're not going to take the full damage of the storm. Yeah, like right there.
minerals have up and gone.
Where we kind of have to run from it.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm accidentally not building anything, because I think I unhotkeyed all my stuff again. And we see the High Templar coming, so we try to spread away. Yeah, so he's forced to use 2 storms here to try to attack everything, but I still have enough standing. And by this point, this is a bit dire for the Protoss. This is a bit dire.
Ready for dust off.
It's go time. Go, go, go. Oh, it's up. What's up? It's go time.
And at this point, I think he might be griefing me because I don't know where all his units are, but I wouldn't know. I don't know if I saw that Marauder just die, but I might have noticed.
What's up?
Reporting for action.
You want a piece of me, boy? Oh, it's up.
And again, he's trying to use the storm here. I am a bit foolish and walk into this the first time, so probably wasn't the best idea to do that. I try to load up as much as I can and run for it. I do leave some units behind by accident, but it happens.
Ready for dust off.
Add-on complete. Bet we finished that add-on.
So now I'm curious how much he has, because we know of one base, but not the others, if there were any.
It's go time. This better be good.
Hey, they're attacking our base. Command center got better.
Ready for dust off.
Again, we have a run by in the main, but I changed my rally point to the main, so I should be fine. Thing. Hard to see. So not quite. This one I don't quite deal with properly. This game is getting a lot more scrappy than I thought it would. But I'm still maintaining an 81 SCV economy, so I'm still technically okay. And now we find the last 2 bases. Lib just dies for no reason, because I'm silly. I'm a bit overstimmed here, which is not great. And he realizes he threw the lead away and got himself killed. Yeah. So that's the first game. And the other one is this game. 2 different people. I'm gonna speed it up in the beginning again because it's not gonna be the most relevant all the time, considering how late this game went. So we see a normal hatch gas pool opener, and because it's Zerg this time, I just send the SCV out to see. And I decide to play triple CC Banshee this time. So this has been the standard for a very long time for 2BZ. This has become the standard. Oh, I'm on the wrong POV. Well, I'm not the best with this build all the time. I do make some minor mistakes in terms of the economy. But again, we're all learning.
Your command center up.
He tries to come into the main to find any damage, but just finds Hellions. Practically nothing. And we keep 2 Hellions at home just in case. And because we see no third base, we throw down an eBay just in case if we have to be ready for mutas. We don't know if it's mutas, we just know it's 2 bases. though I start my 1-1 now. Stim is on the way. And Cloak is also on the way. So with Cloak, you actually want to wait for 2 Banshees. You don't want to reveal 1. Because 2 Banshees can one-shot drones. But because I kind of, yeah, I see roaches now, and I'm thinking we probably don't want to stay on Hellions for too long, knowing what could happen. But generally, if they're just playing Lings, you can keep with the 2 Banshees, but because it's roaches, I don't. So I'm cutting a few corners here. I don't actually notice the Nidus in my main, hilariously. Until like right now. Which is not the most amazing awareness, because I am not the best with awareness. So, all the Lings and Queens are able to come out, and I just like completely get caught off guard by this. And I just have Hellions, that's literally all I have. So I have to wait for my tank and my Medivacs to come out. So at this point, I just have to use the SCVs as a block. But there's nothing else I can do. The tank comes out. I'm a bit funny for not sieging that, but you know what happens. So this is definitely not a clean game. I don't know why I labeled it that. But definitely this is a game of comebacks. Because I'm brought to 24 workers, which is awful. And another Nidus pops up. So I start putting supply depots on the edge of my bases to see them. We see the other Nidus in the natural, and we don't let anything come out of that by surrounding it. I need to rename this replay file, but this is not a clean game. This is more of a comeback game. So at this point, I'm just setting up to see if there's any other Niduses that pop up randomly while trying to get my upgrades.
This better be good.
I delayed +2 armor, or +2 attack for some reason. That wasn't good.
Gangway coming through.
Your upgrade is done.
And I see the 3rd base now, knowing that he's trying to expand. And with this push, I see he still has Roach Ling. So I'm just trying to find an angle on him. That's all I can do. He tries to get behind me here, but kind of just fails because I'm standing right there. And the trick is to keep the Banshees with the Roaches and keep the Marines in front of the Queens. Because the Queens will snipe the Banshee pretty quickly. And now we're given no choice because they're right there. Yeah. I unfortunately lose the Banshee now. And I don't quite have the numbers for this.
This better be good. You want a piece of me, boy? Go, go, go!
So we just are keeping tabs on the army pretty much.
The minerals have up and gone.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Armed and ready.
I tried to do a double drop, but it doesn't quite work out, so I just have to sweep the map again for other bases, etc., etc.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV. We could use some help here.
We noticed the medevacs were getting attacked, but we didn't know what, and now we realize, oh, Miatas are in the game.
SCVs! They're under attack! We finished that add-on. Nice.
Unfortunately, we lose all our RCVs right there at third base. And I have to just hope that I don't die here. Marines are good, but also Roaches really hurt because of the Ravager vials. I don't notice this, but the CC is actually burning. But he also may not know that I have a fourth.
This better be good. SCV ready.
Command center got better. We finished that add-on. Nice.
I just try to do a counterattack here,
Generals have up and
thinking I can do some damage. I forget to siege up one of these tanks, which isn't great. The Corruptors are kind of funny, because I think he's expecting libs or something, or he's just trying to get the medevacs. But he doesn't really micro that moment, so they all just die. And in this moment, I don't think he's going Broodlords, because I don't think it would be possible. But I definitely don't expect, like, any late game to happen right now, because of the timings. And I am definitely not ready for a late game in terms of my tech. I'm missing a Ghost Academy and everything else. The medevacs kind of stray away from the units, which isn't great, so that didn't help me at all. It's good that I killed a base, but it's not good that I lost my army for that.
Your command center upgrade is complete.
I don't notice this, but the natural is oversaturated a little bit. Whoops. Now I notice. And there's something else I'm missing in this game is sensor turrets. Because that's not good. I have 3-3 on the way as well. So I'm pretty much on pace with the game. We try to cut this army off a bit to make sure he's not getting at my fourth. And I'm able to mostly clean this up. He's just running for it.
Field depleted.
Ready for dust off.
And again, we see he tries to expand here, and we just want to cancel this out. A kill is nice, but we expect to cancel. And now we see Ultras, and now we're thinking, oh shit. Because I am nowhere near ready for Ultras to happen here. That would be scary for me. Because I have no Ghosts, no Liberators. I can get into a lot of trouble. The only advantage I have is upgrades. But still, Marines are directly countered by Ultras. Which is terrifying.
Add-on complete.
The fact that that base is an orbital is not great. So that was probably a mistake to put that there. And we siege up thinking he's gonna come towards us. And we start building Marauders now,
Upgrade complete.
knowing that he has Ultras. I still try to do drops, but I'm a bit more conservative with how many units I put in the drops now, because as you saw earlier, there was a double drop, but we're not doing that now because we don't want to have no army at home if something happens to us.
Reporting for action.
Ghosts are also coming out as well. I find this base as well. And I don't go for the hatchery, I go for the drones, if you notice. Until this happens. I kind of just let that die for some reason. I don't fully know what I did there.
Reporting for action.
But again, I think I'm going with the notion of I'm trading out units in contrast to just losing them. I'm trading them out for other higher tech units that medevac's full.
Liberation is ahead.
And again, we know relatively what the army is because we see it,
Mineral
but that doesn't
field
mean we
depleted.
could straight up kill it. And now that I'm maxed out, I'm looking for a fight. The Infestor gets a really nice bundle there, but because the upgrade advantage is so big right now, he's on 1-1. So if you notice, his 2-2 is researching. He doesn't have 2-2 right now. So this is 3-3 against 1-1. This is not good. I say 1-1 because it's melee units, but he has +2 missile. But there are no ranged units in that fight. So that upgrade discrepancy really showed itself. Because he just melted so quick despite those being ultras. And I'm bad for not having +1 ship weapons, or +2 at this point. So that was a bit of a whoops on my part. We go for this base. And I'm just trying to push the advantage while I have it. Because I know the Liberators are something he can't deal with at this moment. The tanks are not as bad for him, but the libs are the problem. I'm just trying to get better angles so I don't get fully surrounded or something ridiculous.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximums. The minerals have up and gone.
For some reason, I don't siege up the tanks, but I think it's because I don't think I need to.
You're maximum. Mineral field
Technically I didn't, but it just looks funny because I can just use the lib zones to kill him. Because he has no anti-air whatsoever. Some units get caught in the back, so I'm forced to fight. Another hatchery goes down. He might be trying to cut off my reinforcements. No, he's not. But we're just we have to clear out the Corruptors because they are the threat to the medevacs. And nothing else can stand a fight because the ultras aren't even that tanky right now. And it shows in spades on the upgrades because it was 2-2 against 3-3, which did not help him. So that's why the game was lost so fast. And those are the two games I wanted to show. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.